Welcome, journey through Socotra's alien wonders. To witness Socotra is to feel as though you have left our world and arrived on another. It is a fragment of ancient land, adrift in the Indian Ocean, a place where the familiar rules of nature seem to have been rewritten. Here, the landscape does not conform to our expectations. It presents a scene so profoundly strange, so seemingly impossible, one might be forgiven for thinking it was sculpted by a storyteller's imagination, rather than the slow, patient hand of evolution. Jagged limestone plateaus rise into a hazy sky. From this arid earth sprout life forms that appear to belong to a prehistoric age, or a distant planet. It is a world where fantasy and reality have become one. The very air on Socotra feels different, charged with the mystery of millennia of isolation. For millions of years, this island has been a world unto itself, separated from the great landmass of Africa. This long solitude is the key to its extraordinary character. Perhaps no single organism better represents the alien character of Socotra than the magnificent dragon's blood tree, Dracaena cinnabari. Its trunk, stout and gnarled, rises to a dense, upturned canopy that looks for all the world like a vast green umbrella, or a flying saucer caught in the act of landing. This extraordinary shape is a masterful adaptation. The leaves cast shade, reducing evaporation, and funnel precious moisture down to the roots. The tree's name comes from the dark red resin that oozes when cut, crimson sap uncannily like blood prized for millennia. Romans traded it as pigment, as varnish for violins, a potent ingredient in alchemy and medicine. For the people of Socotra, this dragon's blood has long been a panacea, treating wounds to fevers. The tree is a living piece of cultural and natural history, its form and lifeblood woven into humanity's story. Sharing this surreal landscape is another wonder. The desert rose, or bottle tree, Adenium obesum socotranum, a plant dreamed into existence, a comical, beautiful expression of life's tenacity. Its grotesquely swollen trunk, like a giant tuber or weathered sculpture, is a reservoir for survival. When the rains arrive, the desert rose erupts in delicate pink and white blossoms, a startling contrast to its rugged form and the harsh land. The unique flora of Socotra is a story told in numbers. Scientific surveys reveal breathtaking endemism, placing the island among the most important centers of biodiversity. Of more than 825 plant species recorded, 37% are endemic, found nowhere else on Earth. A percentage rivaling the Galapagos and Hawaii. For an island of modest size, this is nothing short of miraculous. The fauna tells a similar story. Nearly all native reptiles, about 90%, are endemic, and 95% of land snails are found only here. Bird life is distinct. The Socotra sunbird and the Socotra bunting evolved in isolation with unique songs and plumage. This biodiversity stems from geology. Socotra is a continental fragment of ancient Gondwana, broken from the Horn of Africa and isolated for 6 to 7 million years. That long separation forged a natural laboratory, a living document of evolutionary processes. UNESCO named the Socotra Archipelago a World Heritage Site in 2008, recognizing its universal value. The proof is undeniable. Socotra is an irreplaceable treasure. Humanity has carved out a life here, a presence stretching back thousands of years. The people of Socotra live in profound relationship with a challenging environment, semi-nomadic, centered on goats, seasonal date harvests, and precious dragon's blood resin. A culture born of resilience and adaptation. They speak Socotri, an unwritten Semitic tongue, a vessel for poetry, stories, and hard-won wisdom. Their knowledge of flora is encyclopedic, what heals, what nourishes, and what to avoid. A living library, at risk of being lost. Life is simple and hard. Remote villages, scarce fresh water, electricity, healthcare, and education. Modernization brings promise and peril. New roads and technologies can connect and uplift, yet threaten tradition and fragile habitats. The path forward must balance progress with priceless cultural and ecological heritage. Despite its remoteness, Socotra is not immune to planetary pressures. The future is fragile, growing aridity and erratic rainfall. More intense cyclones devastate delicate ecosystems, threatening the dragon's blood tree. Regeneration falters. Slow change could unravel this ancient system before our eyes. Development can help communities, yet fragment habitats and open paths for invasive species. Unplanned coastal growth could imperil pristine coral reefs. Overgrazing, particularly goats, blocks native regeneration, including young dragons' blood saplings. Alien plants and animals, arriving by ship or intention, can displace endemic life that evolved without defenses. Political instability complicates conservation, research, and enforcement. Losing Socotra would tear a chapter from the book of life. Protection demands concerted effort, sustainable livelihoods, and robust conservation. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment. Thanks for watching.